I'm John Bachman. The FCC is meeting right now in Washington, D.C. to talk about new rules that could transform how your internet is regulated. This is a live look at the hearing happening right now. Supporters say the new rules will keep the internet open and fair for everyone. Their goal is to stop so-called fast lanes from being created for companies willing to pay.
Users of mobile devices should not be relegated to a second-class internet. We are here to ensure that there is only one internet.
Well, critics argue the rules will mean slower innovation and higher prices. We'll see what happens. The Senate Judiciary Committee supports President Obama's pick for the next Attorney General. By a vote of 12-8, the committee decided today to back Loretta Lynch. The motion should lead to a confirmation in the full Senate. But earlier today, Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions urged his colleagues to vote no.
We should not confirm a nominee to the office of Attorney General who supports the legality of the president's executive amnesty, because I think that is an unjustified position.
Well, Sessions believes, and others do too, that a vote for Lynch erodes the power of Congress in favor of the executive branch. House Speaker John Boehner says he will not decide whether to approve the Senate's bill to fund the Department of Homeland Security until he sees it.
I just think it's outrageous that Senate Democrats are using Homeland Security funding for blackmail to protect the actions of the president.
Meantime, in the upper chamber, a vote took place whether to approve the funding for the DHS. It could come anytime today. The Senate's expected to decide on the so-called clean bill proposed by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Again, that could happen today. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie makes his pitch at the Conservative Political Action Conference today, known as CPAC. This is a live look at the forum happening right now. There you see Chris Christie on stage. I believe that's Laura Ingram there he's talking with. Christie is considered a potential candidate for 2016. Other 2016 hopefuls like Dr. Ben Carson took the stage earlier today.
I would recognize that there is a role for the Commander-in-Chief and his staff, and that is to define the mission.
Well, Dr. Carson talking there about the way he'd fight Islamic radicals. He says the national debt is another major threat to U.S. security. And now the identity of jihadi John, the cloak star of ISIS's brutal propaganda videos, has been unveiled. Several reports say the mass killer seen in those videos is a guy named Mohammed Emwazi. The Kuwaiti-born Brit comes from a wealthy family. Emwazi lived in London, and his neighbors say they are shocked.
I never thought that something would happen in our estate. Believe me, this is something scary.
Now, according to the Washington Post, the man known as Jihadi John traveled to Syria back in 2012 to join with those radicals. Another update for you in 30 minutes.